Anniewho o hi, Butterscotch. My real name is Antoinette. In high school chemistry class, I actually wrote a song called Butterscotch. We were noting the chemical and physical changes of making ice cream, and the teacher was like, you guys can put some butterscotch sauce on it. And so something went off in my head. I was like, butterscotch! And I was like, to my friend, I was like, I'm gonna write a song called Butterscotch. So I actually wrote a song that night and then brought it into school, and then everybody loved it, so they started calling me Butterscotch. I've always loved music. My mom was a piano teacher, so I grew up playing piano, and all my other siblings played other instruments. So there would, be like a cello laying around, or a trumpet, or guitar, or trombone. And so when I was bored, I would just go around and pick up different instruments and try to play them. Well, I went to performing arts school, which was Natomas Charter Performing and Fine Arts Academy, and that's where I learned kind of the popular style of writing, and started playing guitar then. But like through, I grew up, playing piano and playing different instruments, so I kind of learned a little bit of theory through that. And then in college, I went to a couple years of college and got a little bit of knowledge from college because it's cool. My favorite instrument is probably the piano because it's the most rich sound, and you can just sit down and play and it sounds amazing, or you can use your voice to accompany yourself, and it's amazing. I started beatboxing about 6 years ago at the end of high school, and one of my friends was an amazing beatboxer. His name was Leung, and he was incredible. And so the first time I saw him grab a mic and hear the huge sound that beatboxing could produce, it just knocked me off my feet, so I just wanted to try it and add it to what I did. Well, I mean, I do everything, or all types of music. I try to encompass into my compositions. I don't just focus on one thing. Whatever comes to me is what I produce. And so I guess different influences I've had have been like R&B and jazz, and even rock or classical, which I grew up playing. So everything that I grew up listening to, and even new stuff that I listen to now, even in listening to music in Hong Kong, I try to encompass everything, world music, and just put it into what I do. Well, I heard about the show and decided just to give it a try. I mean, because who knows what comes out of these different types of things. So after the first audition, I went and I beatboxed, and they liked it, and I didn't get a call back until 5 or 6 months later. I forgot about the whole thing, and they wanted me to come back, so I did the first televised audition and made it to the next round, and just kept on adding different elements of my style with each episode, and then it got me to the final round. So. Well, my first competition was in Germany, and that's when I won the International Beatboxing Championships for women, and that's what really set me off onto different things, and going on different tours. I did a tour with Mike Patton, which is, he's a huge, a lot of people love him in the US, so I got to tour with him all around the US. He went to Australia, and that got me a lot of exposure and a lot of experience. And we would perform for 1,000+ people every night, and that was a great experience. I came to Hong Kong because I thought it would be a great place to expand my musical knowledge and exposure. Well, a couple days after I got here, I went to see the Big Buddha, and that was a great experience. Got to go in the cable car that has the crystal view bottom, so that was kind of cool to go up the mountains and see everything below. And just a very peaceful and relaxing trip. Went to the peak. That was cool. I got a chance to go to the night markets and see, you know, how different people sell their stuff, and it's in like a very condensed area. So it was nice to get to pick out souvenirs for my family and my friends back at home. At the Peking duck, I normally don't eat duck, but I decided, you know, try it once, and I got to, you know, use the little wraps and put the little onion in the sauce, and that was really good. That was probably one of my favorites. Also the dim sum was really good. I'm planning to release my album in October. I wrote Perfect Harmony because I was in love with somebody, and I like to write about love, so I was telling myself I should take it slow before I, you know, go too far in love with somebody who we're not already together. I don't really have a favorite song on the whole album. I like every song because every song tells a different story about a different time in my life. So I can't really choose just one. I'd love to get out to Tokyo. I think that would be a really great place to explore. Hong Kong, thanks for having me, and I hope to be back soon. Love you guys.